and good morning. It is Thursday the 26th. I am getting sick. If you've watched my vlogs for a while, you probably know about the colds that I get once a year. I have been getting a cold once a year since I was a child. Like, I used to get strep every year, then I would get the flu every single year, and now I just kind of get this obscure, like, it's the common cold. It is not strep, it is not the flu, it is not COVID, which is a form of the cold, isn't it? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I don't have that. I always test when I feel like I have symptoms, and they always come back negative. I used to go to the doctor every single time I would get sick. I cannot afford that. I largely at this point think it's because I had mono in high school, and I think that I get like a flare-up or some shit where I just don't feel well, which does mean that I'm technically contagious during that time. Luckily my husband's only seen me one of the times that I've had that cold, so, and I think he's a carrier, because this is weird, right? I had literally never heard of mono, not one time in my whole life, until I moved to Texas, and the city I moved to, everyone, literally everyone said, oh, you haven't had mono before? You'll probably get it before the end of the year. What? And it's because literally everyone had mono. The school's like, and if you didn't have mono, you were probably a carrier. Like, that's the only way you could get away with not having had mono. And so when I'm like looking into mono, I'm writing out like, it's the kissing disease. And I'm like, okay, but my boyfriend has had mono before. My boyfriend at the time has had mono before. So it's not like he's getting mono and then giving it to me. So like, what? But it turns out that like people can sneeze on stuff or just like touching their, like, it's through fluids, but like you can just touch a doorknob and then touch the doorknob, and it's, and high schools are gross, so like it's not just through kissing, just in case anybody wondered. But I think I am one of the lucky people, I believe, where I get, not I believe, I know for a fact actually, because it happened to me when I was 20, where I get flare-ups of mono, where I feel like shit, and I think that's what's happening, and I'm not excited about it. In last week's vlog I explained like how I can tell, but I'm not excited about it. I don't know why I'm digging warm coffee again, especially from the Keurig, because it's always slightly watered down, but here we are. I actually might make a cold brew because like I need to be more awake than this. I also might go take Dayquil, just like because I have to be in this planning meeting and I just don't feel well, and I don't know. I have too many things that have to happen and I can't be sick. Okay? Anyway, for reading, I'm gonna finish The Last Laugh by Minnie McGinnis. This is a Fall of the House of Usher retelling, I believe. Could be making that up, except that they keep talking about the House of Usher, so I'm gonna say that I'm not making that up. It is the sequel to The Initial Insult. The Initial Insult I rated like 3 stars in 2021, which for me I was like, ooh, that means I did not like this book. However, when I looked at my review, it was like, this would have been a 4-star read, but why did the cat have a point of view? Because the cat does have a point of view. Like the panther thing has a point of view. And you know what? I stand by that. Now I use Cawpile, right? So I have very clearly written out reasons for the review. My issue was the plot, the intrigue. I wasn't very interested, the logic, and then my general enjoyment was just very low. So yeah, I didn't realize art had like how you should use this for nonfiction, and I have not been doing that this whole time. For nonfiction, I don't use Cawpile, I use Vibes. Art, you're so smart sometimes. When did you do this? Let me explain what I'm talking about, because I'm sure that makes no sense. So I use the Cawpile rating system. I've talked about it many times. It's characters, atmosphere, writing, plot, intrigue, logic, enjoyment. But that's really hard with nonfiction because the characters are real life people, and the atmosphere is a real place, and the plot is not a plot. It's just not a plot. Intrigue, logic, and enjoyment still like apply. Writing still applies, but those other things don't. And this whole time for nonfiction, I've been very confused about like what I should be doing with Cawpile, but art literally has it written down and I'm an idiot. So art has it as credibility, like how good the research feels. For atmosphere, it's authenticity, how authentic does the writing feel. For plot, it's personal impact. which I did not realize was there. I don't know if that is a part of the person who I found the cop-out writing from. Like, I don't know if that's part of how she does it. I haven't watched that video in ages, so maybe it is, but I don't know. That's very cool. Today, like I said, I'm going to finish The Last Laugh. I might go ahead and start 4,000 Weeks, which is a nonfiction book that I'm going to be reading for next month. But we will see. Since I think I'm not going to do my 9-month book blanket update, I am just going to go ahead and start crocheting October's because I want to. And then I'm also going to, I still haven't finished the one singular book panel that I've been working on for like all week. I have not finished it, just because I've been busy and I just haven't really felt like it. So, yeah, it's hard to, oh good, my rules are working. It's hard to care, or at a certain point I get a little bit burned out on the same project, but I really want this blanket to be done before my husband comes home, but I just don't know if I'm going to be able to swing it. But that's it. I'm going to go so that I can edit this and edit last week's vlog, which is going to be a bitch and a half because it's a very long vlog. It's edited, I just getting it saved and like uploaded to my computer and all of that, or uploaded to YouTube and all of that is going to be a nightmare. I'm probably gonna have to do it overnight, honestly. 40-minute video, gonna have to do it overnight. But it just is what it is. But that's it. I'm gonna go. I hope that you guys are having a great day. I'll talk to you later. Okay, thanks, bye. Good morning. It is Friday the 27th. I did get most of the things I wanted to do done, including all of the reading for the month, and it's the 27th. Luckily, I have other things to film, so it is not the end of the world to film. I have other things to read that are like read with my eyes things, so they'll take me a little longer anyway. Sorry you have to watch me for theater. No, I know, but it's because I'm doing a lot. I've got like work stuff, but I'm also possibly gonna film 3 videos today. I'm gonna warn you now, I don't know if the videos are gonna come out before I do this. Warning. Anyway, if this comes out first, listen, you're gonna see this outfit a lot. It's gonna be in 2 TBRs and 1 wrap up, and possibly 1 sit down video. So I might be filming 4 videos today. Oh, that was hot. Okay. I warned y'all that I needed to get a bunch of filming crammed in so that I have some free time when my husband's home, although he is going to be working pretty immediately after coming home, but I did warn y'all. So like I'm cramming a lot in to get it done. So I'm probably gonna film a couple of them, do work, and then film a couple more. But other news, I finished The Octopus Hugging a Scuba Tank. I don't think it's like amazing work, but I think it's pretty okay considering I've never done this before. He's sealed with Mod Podge, and so the limbs aren't going to break off or anything, and painted with acrylic paint and made with air dry clay. So yeah, I think there's some things that I could have done better, like the detailing, but I am not very good at attention to detail things. And I think my dad will like it. So the reason the tank is pink is not because I like pink, it's because my dad's fins, when he dives, are hot pink. And in fact, the tattoo that he's currently in the process of getting, or has been in the process of getting, the fins on that person's, like, the fins are also going to be hot pink like his. So I need to sign this. Oh, that's gonna work. I don't have a Sharpie though, so I may find something else to sign that with. But yeah, so there's that. It's done. I'm just pleased that I got it done in time. I think I want to make a ghost. Side note. Also, he just kind of like sits, so that's fun. Realistically, you could, I guess, set him any way you want because I have set him any way I wanted. I do need to tell Dad not to put him in any kitten. Beloved, my love. We are yelling a lot right now. Anyway, I think that's it. Oh, I didn't even talk about The Last Laugh. I finished The Last Laugh. It was pretty good. Still a 3-star read. Not like my most favoritist read in the whole wide world or anything, but it was still pretty good. But yeah, that's really it. I don't have a whole lot else to add to that sentence, so that's all you're gonna get. Okay, I'm gonna go. Hope you guys are having a good day. Talk to you later. Okay, thanks, bye. Hello, it's Monday. I don't know, the 30th. It's Monday the 30th. How you doing? I had a good weekend. I got this rubber squeegee thing. Okay, so my Roomba isn't working. I think I can fix it, but it's not working. And so I was having there be like cat hair on the top of the rug in my living room every day, and it was making me crazy. But vacuuming every single day, that's just not feasible when you are ill, like I am frequently. So I needed a solution. I really needed it to be under $20 because I simply don't have very much money. And I did find a solution, and it is this like rubber squeegee thing, and it like is actually insane. Like it picks up an insane amount of fur. I didn't expect it, but yeah, so it picks up an insane amount of fur. It was gross, needless to say. Anyway, I also have been passively reading Gaslight, which I'm almost done with. I'll probably finish it tomorrow. Like, I'm getting 75% in these books because I've already finished the book blanket for this past month, and I don't want to finish it because I don't want to have to update the book blanket again. Like, take it apart and update it again. So I'm like 75% into Gaslight and like 75% into We Came to Welcome You and 50% into Home is Where the Bodies Are. And these are all just like horror or thriller books that I'm reading, and I'm enjoying them. I'm enjoying them quite a bit. I'll probably start 4,000 Weeks today, which is a nonfiction book that I'm reading for next month, because it is almost next month. And then tomorrow we will officially be in the month that my husband comes home. I will officially have 16 days until he's home, which makes me both anxious and excited. So yeah, there's that. It's exciting. I am also just like weirdly very anxious today, and I don't know why. Like, I know why. I think it's work related, but I can't tell you exactly what's doing it. and I hope that it passes, but I'm not having a good time. My mental health has been largely in the gutter these days, and I've talked about it a lot. I've cried about it a lot. Some of it's about money, some of it's just like general stress. I am just very exhausted, and I'm ready for my husband to be home. And I'm nervous for my husband to be home. I'm nervous to share my space and my time again. So yeah, today I also want to script, speaking of being nervous for my husband to be home, I want to script the video where I talk about having lived alone for 2 years and what I learned in that experience and what I learned about myself and some habits and tricks that I learned that I find it to be helpful as somebody with ADHD who maintains a whole house by themselves. I just want to talk about all of that and like my issues with the system and how broken it is and how frustrating it is as somebody who makes an okay amount of money, how like financially draining it is. So I want to do all of that. I'm gonna script it today, hopefully, and I'm gonna hopefully film my wrap up today, but we'll see. I did film my 2 TBRs and edited them and uploaded them, so that's knocked out. So really I need to film the wrap up and then that video, and then it should be pretty solidly good. Like I said, I'm gonna start 4,000 Weeks today, the nonfiction, and then I might get 75% of How Months Where the Bodies Are, and then finish all of those tomorrow. But my camera's dying, so I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, thanks, bye. Good morning. I took the mic muffle off because I'm using my tripod that holds my phone to hold the camera because I don't feel like fucking around with it today. I got 2 hours of sleep last night. Did I finish every single one of those books that I was talking about yesterday? But I was like, I'm like 75% into them, so I'm gonna knock them out. Yeah, I did actually. I finished Gaslight. I finished Homes Where the Bodies Are. I finished, what was the other ones? I finished We Came to Welcome You. And then I started and finished The Building That Wasn't because I couldn't sleep. So yeah, that's how today is, I guess. Yeah, running off of no fucking sleep. It is gonna be a time. I was supposed to film a video today and I simply do not think that that is gonna be happening because I look tired. So in fact, I'm just gonna remove that. We're not doing that. I today am planning on reading, getting 50% into 4,000 Weeks. I started it yesterday and I genuinely very much am enjoying this book because it's like maybe efficiency and productivity is not like the way that we should be living all of our lives, because in fact we have a limited amount of time on this planet, and you know, maybe that's not the way that we should be doing things. And there's something about that I really appreciate, because there are times where I just feel like I'm not being productive enough and I'm not doing enough and I'm not doing enough. But maybe I'm actually doing exactly the right amount, you know? In fact, sometimes maybe I'm doing a little bit too much. So I don't know, just a thought there. I also started Such Pretty Skin, I think is what it's called, which is a young adult thriller. I don't know if I'm gonna like finish it or anything. It's just like, again, one of those things that I'm kind of passively reading at night, especially because 4,000 Weeks is like, it requires my brain to think, and I will not be doing that at night. Like when I'm preparing for bed, I try to just like read things that don't make me think too hard. Although continuing to read scary books is maybe not my smartest decision, but it's okay. Here we are, sleep deprived. I got a million things to do at work. Got a million fucking things I'll be fucking with you. That's not how that line goes. Yeah, a million things I need to do for work. At some point. In a minute. I have a meeting soon. I'm gonna start and finish Among the Betrayed, which is the next book in the Shadow Children series that Ozzy's husband recommended to me. I'm enjoying them, so cool. And then I think I'm going to, I have it written down, like how I want to read things, but I might actually end up accidentally finishing 4,000 Weeks early. All of that is okay. Like the reading ahead is okay because I'm gonna have that week off where my husband's home and I'm gonna need to read during that time. I'm not gonna read like my audiobooks and stuff during that time, so I'll probably just have a few ebooks on my Kindle and my iPad to read during downtime, but not a whole lot, especially on pickup. Apparently, like, you can end up waiting, like, you have to get there at 8:45, but like, he could not get released until 5 p.m. Literally, I could be sitting in that parking lot for hours. So cool. I hope not, but we'll see. I am exhausted. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. But there is too much for me to do today. I thought about calling out. My friends were like, Amy, you should call out, because I was messaging them at 3 a.m. They're like, don't you have to get up in 3 hours? And I was like, but I can't call out. There's too much shit going on. So yeah, that's it. That's the update. Short and sweet, like Sabrina Carpenter, I guess. I made a video where I was like, I cannot imagine Sabrina Carpenter enjoying people calling her small. Such a small girl. On TikTok a while back, and it's getting views now, which is annoying, and because it wasn't getting views when I posted it, and now people are in the comments like arguing like, well, she clearly plays into it, and I made the video friends only to protect my peace. But like, I play into the fact that I'm short all the time. I'm always like, I'm short. I play into it. I like the aesthetic that she has. I like the what she is. There's a difference between playing into the fact that you are a small person and being infantilized. Oh, she's so small. There's a difference, and I just don't think that people on TikTok in the comments are willing to recognize that context and that nuance, and I am not going to be the one to explain it. So I just made it friends only to protect my peace, because I don't want to argue with people. I had one person in that video that was like, well, I liked it because when I was a kid, people were mean to me and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, what does that have to do with my opinion? Am I supposed to change my opinion because you personally experience negativity for being short? Because bestie, I think all fucking short people go through that shit. Bye. What? Get out of my face with that. So many people will show up in my TikTok comments and they're like, but my personal experience, oh, I'm sorry that I didn't cater my video to your one singular personal experience when talking about my own personal opinion based only on the things that I am aware of and have personally experienced. I'll change that for you, just for you, bestie. No, that's not how that works. Fuck. Anyway, sorry. Because I'm sleepy, I'm just like grumpy and like, blah, blah. Today's gonna be long. I'm so sorry to my coworkers. I'm gonna go so I can do work. Okay, thanks, bye. oddly obscure angle. Alright? It's because my new tripod's very high up, obviously. And I simply didn't feel like getting it down. So here we are. I kind of like it though. I kind of like this angle. It keeps you guys off my desk, which has been a bit of an issue while I do things. So yeah, I don't hate it. Hi, how you doing? I finished another book I wasn't supposed to. 2 books that I wasn't supposed to. I'm on a roll, but that's scary because we are getting closer and closer to feeling like 700 year Andy, and I don't like it. Luckily, October, which is this month, luckily, I'm gonna be very, very, very preoccupied with my husband coming home. So there's that. I think largely the reason that I've been just like keeping up with all of the reading so far ahead is because that's it. That's the reason. No, I've just been overwhelmed at work, and usually when my brain is just like overwhelmed, I have the tendency to read excessively because then I don't have to use my brain to think. I can just have it to not think. So I didn't tell you, it's Wednesday the 2nd. We are officially at the 2-week mark for my husband coming home. This time tomorrow, I will be driving in to where he is and then waiting for possibly 8 hours in my car. I need to let my in-laws know that when they say you're going to be waiting for a very long time, they mean we can wait until 5 p.m. Which I'm so sorry, but there has to be a better way to do that. That has to be the most inefficient way I've ever heard. Anyway, I don't know why I'm surprised by the inefficiencies. I can say shit now because when this vlog comes out, he'll be home, so I can say some bullshit that I've been thinking. I have tried not to because, like, what if they see my channel and then they're like, well, she's rude as fuck, we're gonna take it out on him. No, by the time I post this, he'll be fucking home, so fuck you guys. The amount of inefficiencies that TDCJ has is fucking mind-boggling. The amount of money that we as tax-paying individuals spend on TDCJ's inefficiencies is fucking insane. Like, are you telling me for real that I have to show up at 8:45 a.m. just for you to not know when you're gonna release him, and also that I won't get told for sure about that date until 2 days, up to 2 days, 1 to 2 days before. I don't get instructions until 1 to 2 days before. And I can understand some of those things being a safety function or whatever, but this is a low security facility. It is a releasing facility. It's not high security, like deeply intense people being there or anything like that. No, these are people that are about to go home and preferably never come back, or people with super short sentences, like less than a year for the most part. These fuckers are not, it's not the same, alright? And the way that they handle just about everything around visitation and communication and all of that, I shouldn't have to be in 4 different unofficial Facebook groups to know information about the unit that my spouse is in because you refuse to send any kind of communication. That's fucking stupid. Also, I know for a fact, I can't tell you why I know this, but I know for a fact that their technical side is bullshit. It is full of inefficient, underqualified, underpaid, and undersupported individuals. Like, they are stretched too thin and they are incompetent. And I know it for a literal fact. I can't tell you why I know that. It has nothing to do with my job, to be clear. My job has nothing to do with that. If I had to take care of TDCJ, I would be like, hi, unfortunately, I can't. Also, we do photos every first weekend of the month. And how are you gonna lose? They've lost the photos twice. I don't understand that. As Santa's elf, who's helped with a process of taking photos of hundreds of people in one day. I don't understand how you fuck that up. Do better. Do better, okay? Anyway, sorry, I'm yelling, but like, I just realized that I can rant and rave now, officially. Today, sorry, I woke up on one. I rested, obviously, after yesterday where I had no sleep. Now I've slept. But anyway, today my plan is to start and finish Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians, the one with Bastille, the Dark Talent, sorry. I keep calling it Bastille and I don't think that's until book 6. Yeah, the Dark Talent. I plan on starting and finishing that today. It is 5 hours and 45 minutes long, and I generally can listen to these on 3 times speed. I did see... Okay, so you guys know I read Guru Gossiper. I do. First off, I'm nosy. Second off, I'm nosy. Third off, I'm nosy. And I shouldn't read it in case I show up because I know it would hurt my feelings. But it does... It is the best way for me to get feedback on, get a pulse on what people who consume content who aren't super fans of one individual. It's the best way for me to get a pulse on like what they like about content or dislike about content. So yeah, I read it. And they were talking about how they don't understand how people consume audiobooks to an excessive degree constantly, and I almost want to do an updated video on my reading because like even when I'm not doing audiobooks, like at night at 9 p.m. I turn off my TV and listen to music and I just read. I don't do anything else. I just read until 10:30 p.m. That is something that I do. That usually means that I can get 50 to 75% into whatever book I'm reading, just inherently. So that's why I have all of these like horror books that I'm just like knocking out left and right because they're just on my Kindle, and so I'm reading them. But when it comes to like audiobooks, I do listen to them on 2 to 3 times speed, but that's because a lot of the time, anything slower than that, they're talking too slow for me. And that's just the way my brain works, so... But there are times where I recognize, hey, I'm not listening to this, so I'm going to slow it down. 4,000 Weeks, I was reading predominantly by ebook, but there was a point where I had to do a lot of work where I couldn't like read, and so I like read with my eyes, so I opted to listen to the ebook. But because the content was, first it was a British person reading, and I always have to slow those down a little bit for me, and the content was very intriguing and thought-provoking, so I had it slowed down to 2 times speed. Yes, there were moments where I was like, if I just did 3 times speed I could finish this book, but I didn't want to just like gobble the book up. Like I wanted to savor it and enjoy it, and so 2 times speed worked for me because 1 time speed was too slow. He was talking too slow and I would find myself get bored. 2 times speed was when I could savor and enjoy it. I don't know if that makes sense, but I do think I should make an updated, like, this is how I plan my reading, this is how I organize my TBRs, this is how I prioritize those things. I don't know if any of that's interesting, but I feel like the way that I consume books is definitely still different than people that are like, oh, I'm trying to read as many books as I can for my Goodreads challenge. I don't give a fuck about my Goodreads challenge. I legitimately do not. And honestly, if I read less books, then my book blankets would be a whole lot easier to make. So I wouldn't be that upset about it. Just thinking, you know, just saying. I've rambled for a very long time about a lot of different shit. This is going to be a long update, so I'm sorry in advance. Luckily, the vlog closes out tomorrow because this vlog is already... I think like 20 something minutes long the last time I checked, so if I add any B-roll it's gonna be even longer. I keep making them longer and longer because I'm having more fun doing like B-roll and stuff again. Sorry that I like go in and out of phases with that, by the way. But yeah, thanks for letting me rant like we're on a silly little FaceTime video. I'm gonna go. I will talk to you guys later. I want to start this audiobook that I'm gonna speed through and consume, which means I obviously don't know what's happening in it. No, I'm just kidding. But I am gonna go ahead and do that. I might also get 25% into calculated risks. But that might be a book that I start tonight instead of like during my breaks today. I don't know, but I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, thanks, bye! Hello, good morning. Welcome back to the strange angle where you can see all the trash that I have behind me that you normally don't get to see. You're welcome. Hi, it's Thursday the 3rd of October. Yesterday, my parents' pool officially opened, so I got to spend the evening in the pool, and that was really, really nice. Yeah, that was really nice. Their new pool is beautiful. For reading, yesterday I did get all of the reading that I wanted done. So the Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians, the Dark Talent, completed it. I think that is the last one where Alcatraz is our narrator. I think the next one is Bastille, which I will be starting next month. I did start Calculated Risks, and it is kind of jumping off immediately after the last book, and it's very good. I am enjoying it quite a bit. And then we have, I think that's it. I did start reading The Eyes Are the Best Part with my eyes. My intention originally was to read that as an audiobook, but I have the ebook and I've just been kind of passively reading that. And then I somehow accidentally almost got 75% into it, so here we are. But that's it. I'm going to close out the vlog here. I will talk to you guys next week. By this time, week after next. Is that right? I need to update my calendar. What I was gonna say is week after next by this time. My husband will be here. So, that's exciting. I don't think that I'll vlog that week. I don't know yet, but we'll see. I'll talk to you guys later though. Okay, thanks, bye!